you. Okay. Auto tunnel, but minimally. Yeah, still too much. Just some wheels. The hell? Ah, borrow the tunnel? Wouldn't that be sweet? It's like, oh hey, cool ride you guys have here. Let me just steal your tunnel real quick. I don't know if there's a way I can make that work. Yeah, alright, fine. I won't. Oops. Blast him right out of the queue. Wow. Yeah, the auto avoid's trying its damnedest. Haven't seen the coaster in a while. I feel like we got stuck somewhere. Nope, Simon's climbing. We're somewhere. I don't know where. Alright, let's undo some of this here. I thought I'd be able to swoosh by, but there's just not enough room there. So that's fine. I don't know if you're able to make it up all that. Yeah, definitely not. Cancel. Good try though. What? How's that gonna work? Game, think about that for a minute. No, that's not how that works. Ugh. Okay. What the hell? I will do it the right way then. There. No, still no. I don't think this ride's in that much of a way. There, see? See how easy it is? There. Good God. Let's see what kind of a beast we've got here. Really, this is, I think, probably my last hurrah for the challenge. This is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. It's really just kind of what I was doing in the scenarios. It's a lot of the same. Fun game, but I think it could just use more everything, you know? Yeah, the amount of slowdown we have here is discouraging. So if I could select only part of the fucking track, I'd be able to do it a lot better. But, fine, we'll do it like this then. We'll go with, well, hold on. Let's just, so if I autocomplete, you want to do that crazy thing. However, if I remove that, keep you straight, that's fine. We're on the chain lift. That'll work. Sky, that little thing again, and autocomplete. Yeah, perfect. Can it make it over that, though? I'm not ready for that yet. I want to smooth things before I do the first person. If you don't smooth before first person, oh my god, does it look horrible. You're just constantly shaking around and being thrown, and really not good. Still really boring there. Thought maybe you'd have enough speed for this. That's fine. It's a bit of a boring section. That's fine. It's alright though. I mean, it's a bit of a boring section, but you can have those every now and again. That's another little boring section there. Little, there you go, a little more fun. And then this crazy through the park. So boring. And a little bit of fun there. Yeah. Taking sips of excitement. Yeah, it's just a little bit poo. I do have a coaster that's really long. It actually goes like to max height and all the way down, and it's still totally tolerable, and people love it. It's completely okay for them to ride though. This is nowhere near, like at all. This is shitty in comparison. But oh well, some people like fear. If I can manage to figure out how to do the road. Entrance back here, exit right there. How? Oh, we can change the lighting again. There we go. How to do the pathway. Oh, because we're not flat. That's why. There. And the width, drop it down a bit. Go to the angle snap and connect up. The Q. Angle snap off. Connect up. Ta-da! Connected! Sweet. Yeah, overall it's a pretty shit ride. I'm not happy with it at all. It started off as something like, okay, let's do something kind of fun, whee, and then come back, and this is like, ah, fuck it. I don't know. I find myself becoming less and less interested with this game over time. It just doesn't have, seems like it just doesn't have a lot to it, but over time, I could see like big updates coming along and adding a lot more stuff to it. It's just right now there's not a whole lot. So it's just kind of, So this might be the type of thing where I revisit this park just every once in a while to modify it and play around with it, assuming the save still works. And I'll keep my eye out for updates, but for now I think I'm just gonna kind of shelf the game for a bit, you know? I mean, it's certainly good. It's a bit lacking in certain areas like the road, and I'm not entirely happy with the water rides at all. I'd read something about how this is supposed to be physics-based, but really they're not, like, at all, because every raft will follow the exact same path, so even if I had it widened out, they will still follow the same path every single time. So it's like, it's physics-based for figuring out what it should do, but once it figures out what it should do, that's all it does. Not every raft is unique, so... people not liking this thing. So expensive. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. Jesus, $6. There you go. I'm so sorry. Oh, did I smooth? I don't think I ever smooth. Hold on. Hold on, it's closed. I don't think I smoothed properly. Maybe I did. I know I smoothed some of it. There you go, and then select everything but that bit, smooth all. Okay, that'll have to work then. And then supports every now and again. There you go, like right up there. Right there. Yeah. So every now and again, so it's not a complete disaster looking type thing. I got some supports there. Some more supports here. There. Yeah. Really, this thing would be shaking like a motherfucker right now, but game doesn't care. Wherever you can fit supports throughout the rest of it. Alright, fine. And then terrain. Sculpting, pull. Yeah, it really wants to just be its own little platform thing. I can't I can't embed this at all, and I don't know why. I don't think there's a genuine reason for why I cannot. It seems to just kind of be because. Yeah, I do a lot of that. Bring down the intensity a lot. Sculpted a bit there, sculpt a bit here. Yeah, that didn't do anything. I wasn't sure how that would, Oh, I see. Okay. And surface lock is just, it's easier to manipulate flat surfaces with that on. So turn that off. I'll just kind of make it a little more interesting to look at, I guess. But then if you're doing a long coaster too, it's also important to have a lot of ride scenery to make it more appealing to people. I don't know how much of a deal that is in this game in particular, but that's always been how it is in these types of games, where if you do a long coaster, you gotta make sure you have a lot of scenery to keep it interesting. Have them go into like a mountain or something. So I could do that here. Bring up the intensity and size a lot. So there you go. Just to make it a lot more interesting for them. I don't know if terrain does very much in this game though. But I think in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, I think it was a pretty major thing. And then we'll smooth a lot of that, because that looks pretty terrible. Look at that. It's all pocketed and weird looking. That looks really strange. I kind of like it though. Pull some of this. Smooth it out. Alright. Shall we ride it? Let's ride it. Let daylight fix. There we go. Let's ride it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, pause. Holy shit. Okay, first things first. Edit track so I can see the live results. Stop test, start test. Ride it. Seat view. Go. Need to smooth the banking for that entire section there. You got a lot of speed, but I killed all the speed there. So it's like you're going fast and I did nothing with it. So that would be a section that needed to be reworked a lot too, but I don't really care, because I think next time I play this, I'll just remove this coaster and make it a little more legit. But when that is, I don't know. Yeah, it's overall just kind of, This section, though, by the... Oh my god, Framer, what the hell? This section. Smooth banking. A lot. Cool. So pause, ride it. First person. Unpause. Still a bit, but yeah. Yeah, we gain a lot of speed here, and it's good and fine. The vertical G's go kinda high, but then we kill all the speed straight away and do nothing with it. So it's overall a really shitty experience. That's why this is so boring here. It's like, oh wow, look at us, we're sideways. Oh, and then you start going downhill, picking up speed, and it's good and fine. And then we lose the speed again. We go through this, pick up kind of some speed, and then we lose all of it here. Slight boost. Oh yeah, looks uncomfortable, but they love it, and that gets you going so you can do nothing. That's why this coaster is poop. But I do have a coaster. Oh right, speed it up a bit. Ugh, really didn't get the results for it. So this is the original pirate coaster thing that I had done. Part of the first scenario that I did, actually. And I was still kind of sort of learning the game a little bit. We got that little coaster here. This is the crazy coaster that I did that I wanted to weave through and use the train with a little bit. Quite happy with that guy still. But then I've got this guy. And this this mess is the long coaster that I made. My challenge to myself was making it max height with pretty much touching the ground. That was really difficult to do because there's really nowhere to do so. But I wanted to go from max height down to sea level, not minimum height, because that's like way deep in there. And in fact, some coasters that go completely vertical, you can actually pierce through the bedrock and go like underneath the world where everything's see-through and weird and it's kind of strange. But my challenge was to go from max height down to sea level and still make it a decent fun ride. So we've got the entrance here. Rather than having a giant chain lift that went all the way up, I figured, they can walk up the entire way, and so they do. Although I think the save is when it was still closed. And there's the entrance. So no fun of the ride is wasted getting up here. So that means that I can start without a chain lift. And in fact, if I, whoa. Wow, what the hell? Okay, don't zoom, got it. In fact, if I do start with the chain lift, the excitement goes significantly lower. If all I do is add a chain lift here and just do a just a little wider, and then the rest of the ride is the exact same. The excitement drops significantly. So something to keep in mind perhaps with long coasters is don't have a chain lift at the very beginning, because I don't know why. I feel like the ratings are very biased, but in any case, we will stop test, start test. As you can see here, it's actually really quite fun overall. Here's the main results page. Almost 3,300 meters max speed, almost 200 kilometers per hour. So we will unpause. We'll watch it go round. I'll use my really horrible camera work to watch it go round. And it's gonna run like shit too because of the highlight that's everywhere. Not a whole lot I can do about that though, because I can't have the live data up at the same time otherwise. This is the second part of the big drop, bringing us pretty low. Very large, giant swoop. It's incredibly scary because you're going through a turn at really high speeds. Another big, giant downhill drop. Into another swoop, you swing around to the outside as you climb. Level out, swing around to the outside and climb again. Into another big drop. Swing around to the outside and climb yet again. It's a very good way to lose a lot of speed and keep it fun. And then just a simple bend. Swing wide to the outside. I think that goes to about 40 degrees. Something like that. And we begin our ascent. Rather than having one giant lift chain that goes all the way up, I wanted to have a little bit of excitement throughout. So as you can see, the excitement's really low, but then it gets really fun. We go through a bend where you're on the outside. They like that a little bit. Go downhill for a little bit of speed around this bend. Climb up some more. Go downhill for speed, then grab on again. Whoa! I love that shit. A little bit of just to get a little bit of fear, a little bit of nausea to keep those ratings up there. Gotta have a little bit of fear to keep it fun. And uphill again, we're almost there. Kind of a tame finish. This bit took me a little while to do because I needed to get to the exact same height as the platform, and all the auto completes were doing it really horribly. So this took some time. And I tried having this as you go from here and just a nice gentle swoop in, but that's actually a lot less fun than that. So, I don't know. But that completes it. It's a simple coaster. It took me, I think, about not quite an hour. I'm going to say about 50 minutes to do. But we'll head into first person view. So, massive warning well, hold on, pause. If I edit right, it's a highlight, right? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, good. Okay, so we'll do it this way. So now you can still see our results there on the right while we go through the ride. I think it's for the most part smoothed out. I forget exactly when the save is. So there might be some rough parts still. I'm pretty sure this is before I smoothed the bit out, because this chain lift here, I think when I smoothed it, I just made that a complete vertical chain lift rather than it being sort of at one shallow angle and then a steep angle. And I think I also had this chain lift grab you a bit later when I changed it up as well. And this, I think, swung you around outside a little more than it actually does there, because I remember being basically sideways. I think that chain lift isn't bringing you up at 24. I think that one's like the default 2, that's why it's so slow. So this isn't the most up-to-date one. I don't know which save that is. But yeah, took me around 50 minutes to do, and then probably another 10 minutes just smoothing and tweaking small sections, so grand total I'll say probably about an hour grand total. But it is a cool fun ride that they do indeed ride. So I will say done, and I will say open, and we'll give it some time, and people will queue up for it.